What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another CSGO DFS breakdown here. This is Hold the Door DFS. Hopefully you've been enjoying our content. We had a 2-game slate today, and we have another 2-game slate in like 12 hours. So while we all wish that it was more than 2 games, I think that I am pretty happy that we're just getting CSGO DFS action. I think this is a time that someone like DK could definitely just say, 2 games, not the big teams playing. So I'm pretty pumped that we got another slate. So we are going to do a little bit different. I'm going to show you right here, right now. You can see that we are going to start with the odds. Then we are going to move to a game-by-game breakdown. Then we will move into the showdown slate a little bit, and then I will finish with my favorite cash play or lock of the slate. So let's hop into our odds first. Today we are going to use Bovada. They do have our slate posted, and we have 2 games here. So, I mean, you can always check with GG.bet and Pinnacle as well. They usually have pretty sharp lines as well. Saw is coming in as a minus 425 favorite, which is the biggest favorite on the slate against Crazy. So I think in cash games, you're already looking at making sure you get at least 3 of them in your lineup. And you can even see on the over-under in the maps, the under has a minus 165 of under 2.5. So they are expecting the sweep here for Saw. The next game is going to be a lot closer, Aves and Illuminar. As we saw today, the New England Whalers got swept by Oceanus, who was the underdog. New England Whalers closed at about minus 230. So you just do know that there is a higher level of variance, I think, with these lower level teams, and just limited map pools for these teams, as we even saw today. I think that it just they don't play each other enough to really have a lot to go off of. So let's hop in. Now we're going to go into the game by game breakdown. We'll start with Saw, and then I will refer over to hltv.org per usual just to get our statistics. So if we take a look here, and we do have a 91 map sample size, which is really nice. Because I do like getting at least over 50. It just gives me a better idea of it wasn't a couple performances that were outliers or somebody who's completely new to the team and they don't know how that will change the kill share and how they're performing. So Mutrius, if I'm pronouncing that right, is at a plus 163, the highest kill to death different ratio, with Stododo coming in second with a plus 139, and then just at plus 114. So I think those are your 3 main targets. I don't think RMN is that far off if you need the punt, because if he is the cheapest here, or one of the cheapest, because I think the sweep is likely. Arkai at minus 163 will be a complete fade for me in cash. So let's move over. We see Mutrius at 8,800. He's going to probably be one of your stacks, Stododo and then you could obviously swap one of these out for RMN if you need the cash, because I do think he's in a good spot. Now, don't be fooled by these game logs. I think that's what even fooled people today. I mean, this is a limited sample size. It's a long time ago, so don't get lost in these game logs. But it's an easy way to let casual players make mistakes just based on seeing just at 8.8, and then they just fade them for someone that shows a higher average. I'm not even going to go into the crazy side here for this game because I'm not really considering them. Even in GPP, I would rather just take the dog side of the Aves Illuminar match than going crazy against Saw. So let's move over. Illuminar is the favorite here, and it's kind of indicative of the pricing. And for them, let's see, that is Aves. So I thought I pulled up their pricing or sorry, oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So we have 55 maps sample size here, Snacks at plus 52, Reets at plus 41, Innocent at plus 22, Vigi at minus 36, and Mouse at minus 33. So let's compare that to the pricing. That is pretty accurate to the prices here. I think in a vacuum, if you take top 3 from both sides, I don't think it fits. So So I think you might have to go down to RMN for Saw, because I don't really like going down to V or Moose here for Illuminar, because I think that there's a really good chance this goes 3 maps. And the longer that this match goes, the players that are statistically worse long term will perform worse, obviously, the more map time they get. So I mean, in theory, obviously there's outlier performances and there's a lot of variance in esports, but I think if you're not targeting these 3, I think, it is a little bit more risky to punt here with Illuminar than punting with Saw. On the AVES side, I do have them pulled up here too. K at plus 67, Marco's at plus 89, Kyler at plus 21, Bialy at plus 26, and Narat at minus 132. So if we go to their side, that's pretty priced, pretty good. I think Marco is actually a really nice value at 6.8K. And Kyler is also viable. So I think a 3-man GPP stack that I really like here is K, Marco, and Kyler, and then just fade Illuminar, and then just stack them with Saw. And you can maybe use different combinations of captain and whatnot. So that's kind of where I'm going in that slate. So now the next part of our agenda here, I'm going to move over to the showdown slate. When you are 3-1 stacking a showdown slate, like say you want the favorite side here with Illuminar, I don't suggest using the captain spot for one of those. People try to take that strategy, and the only way that really works out is that you both 3-1 stacked, or you in the field both all 3-1 stacked, and you just one-offed in the captain spot, and then maybe they won. I think you get a slight edge over the people that played the 3-1 as well, but didn't have that one-off in their captain spot. But likely in GPPs, there's somebody that won at least 2 of the underdog. So if you're going to put somebody in the captain spot, I think you might as well just play 2 of them, because I think you really limit your upside by playing your one-off in the captain spot. That's just my opinion. But I think you're for sure going to want Snacks. I don't think he has to be in your captain spot, because I do think these other players are viable in the captain spot. So even if you want somebody like Innocent in the captain spot, I mean, look at all the salary it's still going to leave you to go potentially him, Reitz with Marco, or if you want Kai, then you could potentially use somebody like, even if you did a 2-2 stack here, you could do Kai and Kyler, or you can make Innocent be Reitz in the captain spot, and maybe you get away maybe let's go Snacks, and you can go with Innocent. Let's put Innocent back in the captain spot. We already did that one. So let's put Snacks here in the captain role along with Innocent, and then that still gets you Kyler. So I think those 2 builds are going to be really popular, flip-flopping with Innocent and Reitz in the captain spot. And then if you use Snacks, then you likely need to get down to Kyler. If you're willing to go Innocent and Reitz in the captain spot, then you can use someone like Marco. And that's in a 3-1 stack for the favorite side. Obviously in a 2-2, I would just try to use K, Marco, or Kyler. And I would probably, you could mix in some Bialy, but the price is a little bit more expensive than I would prefer. So my lock of the slate is going to be on the Saw side here. I think Mutrius is going to be one of the most popular plays of the entire slate, but I really like in cash to lock in just based on the price. Now, if you are obviously going to RMN, there is a potential chance that you would fade Just or you'd fade Stododo. I don't think you fade Mutrius. So just figure out where the pricing lands for you. But I think obviously just the lock of the slate is playing at least 3 Saw players. So that is your CSGO breakdown for tomorrow's 9-5-1 slate. Please give us a subscribe, like, comment, share this video all over the place. In the description below, you can find me on Twitter. You can go to our website, and you can just hop right into our Discord channel that is still free for a limited time only. All right, thanks a lot.